When hardships arise or when life tries to knock you down, do you allow it? Do you fold? Or do you transmute? So here's a little bit of background on me. I am a former classroom teacher. In the last few years of my teaching career, I was a science teacher, and I loved doing science experiments with my students, and I still do science experiments today with my own children. And the beautiful thing about science is that sometimes you can take raw materials and mix them together, or pour liquids together, fuse different elements together, and create something completely different. And that's easy to do and easy to believe because we are currently living in a 3D reality. So when you take raw materials that you can see, you can touch, you can smell, and you can taste even. It doesn't take a lot of knowing or faith to manifest something different because we can see it. But what about those things that we can't see? Because we are not just three-dimensional beings. We have a soul, we have a spirit, we experience things, we feel love, we feel anger, we feel pain and fear. We experience happiness and joy. We also experience hardships, trauma, stress. And I understand that it may clash with your current sensibilities for someone to tell you that you can take those intangible things, those hardships, the stress and the trauma, and transmute them into something powerful for yourself. It's called being the alchemist of your own life. It's breaking the cycle of victimhood, folding, or giving up. It's when you begin to view these things as teachers instead of punishments. It's when you realize that you are not only the CEO of your life, but also a goddess who is powerful and capable of turning those things into something beautiful for yourself. Okay, so it's story time. Let's get comfortable. What's today? April the 1st. So just this morning, before the lunch hour, I received 3 blows back to back to back. The first blow came, there was a little bit of really devastation, but I just decided to clean up the mess, and keep moving forward. It wasn't going to break me. The second blow came in the form of an email. I had received some news regarding my children, and it stung. Like, this one really pricked me. And for a moment, there was the desire to fall back into my default setting and let anxiety and panic set in. But I did my breath work and just decided it's okay. Then the third blow, another email regarding my mom. And this one really hurt. And so I found myself in this space of, here we go. It's always something. It never ends. Why me? Why my family? And I can feel my body, I can feel my spine begin to actually fold. And I could feel myself wanting to fold into the fetal position and just say, to hell with my to-do list. I'm going to take a nap. I just want to sleep. I want to escape my reality. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to deal with it. This pain, this stress is too much. And I deserve a break. I deserve rest. Which is true. Sometimes we do need a break. Sometimes we do need rest. But as I'm folding, physically folding into this position, about to go to my bedroom, get under my covers, and call it a day, I made a decision. No, you're an alchemist. No, you're not going to go into your default setting. And I began to breathe. And with every breath, every inhale and exhale, I can feel my body, feel my spine starting to straighten up. And I began to breathe in more deeply. And I began to regulate my emotions, regulate my nervous system. And then I began to show gratitude for those things. Thank you, thank you, thank you for these things. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the mess. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the emails. Then I began to create another list of things I deserve. I deserve time freedom. I deserve financial freedom. I deserve to be happy, healthy, and whole. I deserve to connect to the breath. I deserve to step into the woman that I want to be. I deserve to be and step into my golden goddess era. My children deserve a whole person. And my mom deserves a daughter who doesn't stop, doesn't give up, moves forward, so that I can then help her when she needs it the most. So I've grabbed hold onto those things, to those intangible things, and I began to transmute them and turn them into fuel. And I went outside. I did my grounding. I did my meditation. I recorded 4 videos today for you guys. I showed up today, which is why my voice is almost gone and I'm drinking all of this water. I got dressed. I did the hair. I did the makeup. I showed up for myself. I showed up for you. I pressed record. I used it as fuel to get me to this moment right here, to get to this 4th and final video that I'm going to record today. It's so easy to fall into old patterns and fold when life throws those things at us. But it's just as easy to decide in that moment to say no. No to how I used to do things. No to folding, no to giving up, and yes to myself, yes to my children, yes to my legacy, and yes to showing up as the woman that I want to be, as the entrepreneur that I want to be. It is just as easy to pause, connect to the breath, breathe, show gratitude for the awareness of the things. Every pain, every hardship, every stressor, to take this raw material and transmute it into fuel and making different decisions for yourself. And here's another thing that I did today that I also want to encourage you to do, which is journaling. Right before I went outside to do some meditation and grounding, I took out my journal and I began to write about my morning, listing all of those things that could have taken me out today. Within the exercise of journaling, I then began to get some clarity, some peace, and was able to step into and operate in power. When I say that you can be an alchemist and transmute those things into power, it's the decisions that we make, the things that we do to push forward. Being an alchemist is also about living at your highest frequency. I want you to practice operating in power and not fear. Staying in the light, staying upright, and not in the darkness. I was gonna put those covers over my head and just live in the darkness, literally, but decided to make a different choice. And using those hardships as stepping stones and not tombstones. So here is my closing affirmation for you today on this topic. Making sure to breathe. I do not fold, I rise, I transmute, and I create beauty from my pain. Thank you so much for watching. I sincerely hope that this video has helped you greatly. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.